Hello there, this is Yinka Ojo again on Guy Talk. How are you doing? Hope you've been enjoying this channel. I've got a lot of videos here that will help you a lot. All right, now if you have just subscribed, I celebrate you. Thank you for subscribing. Now, if you've not yet subscribed, I want you to take a minute, a moment even, and just hit that subscribe button. After you've done that, hit the bell so that you can be notified anytime I come up with a new video. Now, also, I will encourage you to comment and like this video and share this video also. Now, today is another story time day, and I want to talk to you today about, you've seen the title, Escape from Campus Calls. Now, in my country, Nigeria, we have on various campuses, especially tertiary institution, schools, colleges, campuses, polytechnics, universities, and those kind of places. We have what's normally called campus calls. Now, these are like, if you know anything about inner city gangs in many downtown American cities. Now, they are similar to that. These campus calls are like that. They recruit young people, and there's a lot of vice that goes on in them. But guess what? When you reach out with the gospel, like we normally do in our ministry to campuses, a lot of campus cult members and leaders have found salvation in Christ. They've come out of that worldly lifestyle, that darkness of Satan, and have given their lives to Christ. A number of them have even become called into the ministry. Now, there was a story of this young man. He began to come to our church. He got admission into a particular university in Nigeria, and then as soon as he got into that university, campus called scouts began to target him because he drove a car, a fairly decent car on the university campus, which was not too common for students to do that, but he stood out. So they decided that, we would like to have this guy in our campus cult. So apparently after a few weeks of trailing him, they sent someone to his room to talk to him and tell him they've been watching him and they want him to be a member of their cult. Well, this young man told them that, you know what, I cannot, because I am a child of God, and so they said, well, you think about what you've said, and they left him. So he came to meet me, and I told him that, well, you know what, you know that light and darkness cannot mix together. He said, yes, but I don't know what to do. Actually, I'm a little bit scared, he said. So I called one of our leaders who was a campus called leader before he got born again and spirit-filled and became a leader in the church. I called him and I put the two of them to sit together. I asked the other guy to counsel this young man. So he gave him some advice, and he said, you know what? If they come again, tell them I'm a born-again Christian, so I cannot be a part of your cult. And he said, but you cannot just say that by mouth. Number one, you've got to stop. You must not go for parties, all these unbeliever parties all over the campus, all over this town, because they have their people there watching. Real born-again Christians don't go to parties. You must not go to nightclubs, because they have their people going to nightclubs. If they find you there, then they know you are not a born-again Christian, and you can pay dearly for refusing them. You cannot carry girlfriends on the campus and move around like a non-believer. You have a car, you can't use your car to go to parties, move girls to parties, and all the normal things unbelievers do. You cannot do that. If you're going to be a Christian, you are going to, because they know what real born-again Christians do. They go to church fellowships, they go to churches, they evangelize, and they live holy, upright lives. You cannot refuse these guys since they've approached you. You can't refuse them and then go and begin to live a worldly lifestyle. So what is it going to be for you? Are you going to be on the Lord's side, or are you going to be on the side of darkness? There are consequences now. And so this young man decided, you know what? I'm going to clean up my act. I'm going to become a very serious believer. So he joined a department in the church, music department. He began to play music in the church. He was at the choir practice all the time. He cleaned up his life. No chasing of girls, no carrying of girls. And guess what? These guys just left him alone, and they didn't come back for him anymore, because they just felt, well, yeah, this one is a real deal. So my question to you today is, are you the real deal? Are you a real child of God? And that was God is always asking us that there should be no halting between two opinions in our lives. You must not, or you must not determine to live your life in what I call combined honors. You got to choose who you will serve. Serve God and be on God's side, and the devil will back off, and God will also stand for you. All right, what do you think about my story today? I want you to make sure that you comment on this, like this video. If you've not yet subscribed, subscribe and hit the notification bell once again. Well, until next time when I come, keep on living a life worthy of Christ. Bye for now.